Hello, darlings. How are you today? Thank you so much for joining me for this video. In today's video, I really want to talk to you about self-care. It is so important to take care of yourself. We are the best persons who can take care of ourselves rather than depending on others to do that for us. When we take care of our bodies, our minds, and our spirits, our lives will just be so much more fulfilling, more peaceful, and we'll feel so much more grounded because of that. So today I wanted to give you 10 different ways that you can take care of yourself through self-care. So number one is food. Do you pay attention to what you're eating? I put a lot of love and care into the food that I eat, sometimes maybe too much in others' opinions, but that's okay, because I really notice directly how the food I eat affects my body and my mood and my level of energy. So I want to say to you, choose foods that really nourish your body, your mind, and your spirit, such as whole foods. If you can, buy organic. I try to really pay attention to where the meat that I eat comes from, but I do mostly eat vegetarian, and I find I feel a lot better doing that as well. The next one is movement. What is your favorite type of movement? There are so many options out there that you can choose from. There's gonna be one that you fall in love with, so just keep trying if you haven't found your way yet. My favorite is dance. That's a way that really helps me get into my body, get out of my mind, move around, and feel really vibrant and happy. It also helps me move energy inside of my body that no longer serves me. Sometimes if I'm going through something, and I've seen at ecstatic dance other people, when they're going through something, it's a great space to do that. And so there's dance, and there's just so many options. Oh, there's a hawk flying outside my house right now, outside the window. That's so cool. So yeah, maybe your favorite type of movement is Tai Chi, or maybe you like playing baseball, or whatever it might be. Find the type of movement that you love and stick to it, and try and do that a few times a week so that you can feel really good and just take care of your body. It's important. The next one is meditation. I know meditation can sound really scary. I personally resisted it for many years because I said, I can't sit there for a long time and clear my mind. But one of the biggest intentions that I try to follow when I'm meditating is just to be in tune with my body and just really slow down. So to be in tune with my breathing in particular, to really slow down, to breathe into the spots that are feeling really uncomfortable inside myself. And it helps to just clear that and to release that. Some people's minds work really quickly, and in this society, I feel that more and more people are living just inside their minds, and they're blocking off feeling emotions from the rest of their bodies. So if this is you, meditation can be very useful for you. Start off with just 5 minutes a day. Like literally, when you think about it, 5 minutes is nothing, right? You spend probably hours on social media, hours, I don't know, going out for drinks or partying or whatever you like to do. Maybe just chit-chatting on the phone, things that you could replace. 5 minutes, that's all I'm suggesting. So try that and see if it starts making a difference in your body, in your mind, in your spirit as a self-care ritual. The next one that I really recommend is taking baths. Baths are amazing for just clearing away heavier energy from your body. And in our modern day lives, we have a lot of stress. There's a lot of responsibility. Life is not cheap. We have to make money. We have to pay the bills, to cook and clean and whatever else we have to do, take care of kids. It's a lot. So taking time for a bath, sometimes you might not have that much time, but even like 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, it can be really, really rejuvenating and help take care of yourself in a really wonderful way. So I suggest taking baths in pretty warm water, or hot, whatever you can handle. And I try to put 1 cup of Epsom salts and some essential oils as well, which is really lovely. And it smells good, makes you feel really good. The next one is boundaries. So we went from baths and now we're at boundaries. Boundaries are really important, and they can be really hard to establish, especially if it's not something you've grown up doing. Maybe you weren't taught that. Boundaries are really important to just express to people. And the really important thing is to, first of all, tune into what our boundaries are. So if you notice that someone's bothering you all the time because maybe they're demanding too much of your attention, maybe you notice like someone comes over to your place all the time without asking, or one of your colleagues is constantly interrupting you, it's really important to tune into what your boundaries are so that you can clearly express them to the person who is potentially bothering you. And when you do that, you experience so much less frustration. It can be very hard to express boundaries because many of us were not taught to do that, and we might feel bad. But I can tell you that when you do it from a place of compassion, when you speak from your heart and you express it in a way to a person, I mean, they can take it in two ways. Either they get upset and frustrated, which could be fair depending on the situation, or they take it nicely and they say, okay, I'm going to try not to do that. But either way, it's tricky, because if you're putting up with something that is crossing your boundaries, that's not good for you. It's not good for your body, your mind, and your spirit. It's not good for your stress levels. It's not good for feeling like your most vibrant self. So tune into that a little bit. Try and spend some time figuring out where your boundaries are being crossed in your life, and how can you communicate them more clearly to whoever needs to hear how you feel. I hope that helps a little bit. The next one from here is nature. Nature is my favorite, as I'm sure many of you know. I am very connected to Mother Earth, and I've been noticing that if I don't go spend time outdoors in one day, I feel a really big difference in my energy level. For the month of April, I moved into a new home, and it's really lovely. It's out in nature. It's close to Toronto, but it's still a little bit of a drive, so I definitely don't go into the city every day. And it was raining a lot this month. And so I ended up spending quite a bit of time inside by myself. And I would notice really quickly how much that indoor time affected me. And then I started thinking about how, humans used to live outside. There are still some cultures that live in fresh air all the time. And in the Western world, we're like stuck inside four walls so much, especially in wintertime. So if you don't make that time to go outside and connect with nature, just to look at like the little bits of beauty that you can find everywhere, you'll feel probably a lot more dull. And so try that. Even again, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes is a really good number to try and do every day. And put your phone away during that time. Don't be on your phone. Don't be thinking of other things too much. Try, if you can, to just be in the moment, and you'll see how it makes such a big difference in the way you feel. That is one of my favorite self-care techniques. The next one is hobbies. So no matter what your hobbies are, I think it's really important to do things that just make you feel really good, that don't have necessarily an end purpose. For example, you might like reading books, or you might like making crafts, you might like going for runs, or playing instruments. Whatever it is, do it. It makes you feel good. So do it. Make time for it. Make space. The next one is affirmations. So affirmations can be really powerful tools. The guru of affirmations is named Louise Hay. She was a wonderful woman who started Hay House Books, and she's changed millions of people's lives through her work on how to heal your life. That's the first book, I believe, that she published. And she focuses a lot on positive affirmations and self-love. Her motto and mantra is, if people have self-love, it cures everything, basically. So we can use affirmations to sort of change our mindset about the way we feel about things. For example, I know someone in my life who always says she's weak and not strong. She's always saying, I'm weak. And so I think the more you the more you say that to yourself, the more you perpetuate it, and you look for reasons to satisfy that, basically, and to prove it's true. And that's not cool. That doesn't serve you in the end. So instead of saying I'm weak, try to change things like that around to say I'm powerful, I'm strong, I'm whole. Other affirmations you can use, like I love myself, I'm surrounded by love, I take care of my body, mind, and spirit every day. The really cool thing about affirmations, and the important thing I should say, is that you should be trying to say affirmations in the present tense. So let's say, for example, you're looking for a job and you want to find a good job for yourself, but you're frustrated because it's not coming. Louise Hay taught that what you can do is say the affirmation as if you already have that job. So for example, you can say, instead of saying, oh, I can't find my perfect job, or I will find my perfect job, you say, I am working in the perfect job for me in this moment. I'm fulfilled by the job that I'm working in. And you imagine sort of what the job looks like and feels like to you. And then the more you say it, the more you're going to attract it. It's going to come. I'll talk more about affirmations in a future video for sure. The next one, number 9, I want to really urge you to do is just follow your dreams. So we can have big dreams sometimes, or we can have little dreams. I urge you this month to pick one dream that's been on your list for many years that you haven't been able to do yet, and just go for it. Make it happen. Feel inspired. It's spring now. There's so much energy in the air. Oh, my cat's getting his cat food right now. Sorry. So funny. He has an automatic cat feeder. It'll be done in a second. Anyways, so in terms of your living your dreams, I hope that you're able to pick one and live one out this month, this year. Make it happen. Just go for it. If it's like going on a big trip, for example, make a budget so that you can save money every month towards that trip and make it happen. Or if you want to go skydiving or zip lining, if you want to run a retreat or offer a course, go for it. Write down the steps and start executing and finish. If you come up with resistance, that is a normal process that you'll go through, and just know that it's normal and push through. You can do it. I believe in you. The last one, number 10, in terms of self-care tactics that I'm giving you today, I think it's really cool if you take time out and go to retreats. Many people that I know are going to all different kinds of retreats, and there's so many beautiful ones out there in different parts of the world and with different focuses. And so I think it's really cool if you take time to pick one that feels really good for you. And right now I'm offering a retreat actually at my house in nature, which is very close to Toronto. It's on May 10th to 12th. And if you're interested, you can see the link in the description. I'll post it there. But basically it's called Blossom in Nature. And the whole intention is to vibe off the spring energy that is surrounding us. Everything is growing around us in nature. It's beautiful and wonderful. And it's like an opportunity for us to put behind the stagnant and stuck and sort of dull energies that many of us experience in wintertime, and just vibe off that spring energy. We'll look at self-care rituals. We'll have self-love ceremonies, Mother Earth activations, a conscious nature walk. We'll have nourishing meals, lots of loving people around to share in community. It's actually going to be a very intimate retreat because I want to make sure that each of you has space to get full attention from the group and from me in terms of healing. But I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. And if you feel called to join, if you want to blossom in nature with us, take time, offer yourself to feel more vibrant, more peaceful, and empowered. Please check out the link in the details, and we can set up a consultation to chat about the weekend. Thank you. Thanks for listening.